Cyclocross is the steeplechase of bicycle racing. The race course is a series of complex barricades, run-ups, and barriers.
It's quite a challenge.
Each week it's a different course. You never know what's going to be until you get there.
Cyclocross pushes racers to their physical limits.
Cyclocross is mud, it's bikes,
It's endurance, it's strength,
it's tears, it's pain.
and it's just so much fun.
This whole community, we're all friends. We hang out together. We ride together, party together. Some just go out to have fun. But the racers are out there racing, and they're intense.
Last year, Dan Bittick was at the top of his class in the cyclocross circuit.
I met Dan at the shop. He came in for a Wednesday night ride, and he enjoyed the camaraderie, he enjoyed the ride, and he enjoyed the food. Dan is a happy fellow, and I think by being a good friend, he attracts good people to him. He had never cyclocrossed before until he started cyclocrossing with us, and he had so much fun that he would come back and cyclocross again.
The way the season was going, Dan probably could have finished number one.
I had 2 first places in my age group. I was all excited. I was going to be first place in the whole series.
He didn't want to give that up. He didn't want to lose that.
I was in my glory, but then,
Then Dan had the accident in Ashland.
yeah, that definitely put the brakes on really quick.
His bike slipped out from under him on some standing water. He went down, and he broke the femur bone in his leg.
Dan chose to go to Asante Ashland Community Hospital Emergency Department.
I couldn't get up at all. And at first I thought, oh, it's just a pulled groin. I'll be fine. I can go riding a couple more days. Well, no way. They said, we're going to have to operate on it.
He after his fall, it was really hard for him because he wanted to race, but he couldn't. It was sad.
A broken leg is not fun, but Asante in Ashland is great.
I believe that half of getting well comes from getting the emotional support that you need.
When you're injured, even with the best health care, healing can be improved by your positive life attitude.
Asante made sure that every little thing was taken care of for him. They even stepped up to help Dan navigate the insurance maze. That took a huge weight off of him.
A few weeks post-op, Dan came to see us at Asante Outpatient Rehabilitation. That's when I started to work with him towards the goal of complete recovery.
In order to get better, you have to push yourself. I like Leon. He was really friendly, but he was all business and he kept me on the right track.
The goal is to get our patients back to their normal activity level. But truthfully, we'd like to see them go even further.
I was so happy when the doctor said, you go ride that bicycle. That was the moment I knew everything would be okay.
As soon as the doctor said, you're okay to ride the bike, there was no holding Dan back.
Dan is not a complainer. Dan is not a whiner. Dan sets a goal, and he gets it going.
I'm 62 years old. People say to me, act your age. I say, no way. And then ride my bicycle for 30 miles.
Once a week, we do night rides on the trails, and Dan is doing great.
A person has to have goals. I see what's in front of me, and I just keep on going.
To see him get back on the bike and do so well, that's due to his treatment at Asante, the recovery, physical therapy. Everybody's saying you can do it. All of his friends rooting for him. And plus, he's determined.
My goal this year is to do the Oregon Triple Crown. It's 3 races, 100 miles each, with 25,000 feet of climbing.
Dan is pretty amazing. He's a good friend.
He's been a good patient.
If you have the support and people around you loving you and cheering you on, it makes all the difference.
You meet so many great people. Asante was with me all the way.